What's going on YouTube? Thomas L here. I recently did, my top 10, favorite Fox movies of 2018. So now I'm doing a top 10 list of my 10 anticipated Fox movies of 2019. 2018 was a decent year for 20th Century Fox and Fox Searchlight. But you know what? 2019 looks pretty decent for Fox also. So with that being said, here's my 10 anticipated movies from Fox in 2019. Coming in at number 10 will be the film Spies in Disguise, which is from the company Blue Eyes, who last time they did a film was that a Ferdinand film that got released last year with John Cena. Now, if the whole Fox and Disney deal goes through, I gotta say I'm really hoping Blue Skies doesn't go, because Blue Skies is a company that is responsible for films like Ice Age, Rio. They're a really good company, and it's gonna be a shame to see that company go if the Disney and Fox deal goes through. I'm hoping Blue Sky don't go. Maybe another studio could probably pick it up in the future. We'll see there, but anyway, as I was saying, Spies in Disguise it looks really funny. I mean, it features the voice talents of Will Smith, Tom Holland, Rashida Jones, Ben Mendelsohn, DJ Khaled, and in it, Will Smith voices a super spy named Lance Sterling, who who pretty much has a scientist played by who's voiced by Tom Holland, who actually turns Lance into, get this, a pigeon. So he could do his missions pretty much as a pigeon, because lots of people won't suspect a pigeon to be a spy. This looks like it could be pretty cute or funny. They recently dropped the first teaser, and I thought it was a really decent little tease. Yeah, I'm really looking forward for this. Spies in Disguise will be hitting theaters on September 13th, so keep your eye out for that. Coming in at number 9 will be New Mutants. Now, there's a reason why this is a little high, lower. God knows if this movie's even coming out in 2019. I mean, get this. New Mutants was originally supposed to come out, I believe last year it was supposed to come out. Then it was supposed to come out this past April. Then it was supposed to come out in February. And now it's coming out in August. God, I mean, I'm hoping this comes out because I really want to see it. That teaser that got released, I thought was really decent. It looked pretty creepy. I mean, this is an X-Men horror film. That's where they're calling it, an X-Men horror film. And there could be a 50-50 chance that this could be rated R. And after seeing, Deadpool and Logan, I'm down for more R-rated, X-Men material. And it has a decent cast. I mean, it has people like Anna Taylor-Joy, who's in that new Glass film. Maisie Williams, for all you Game of Thrones fans. I'm hoping this really comes out because I'm really intrigued by it. I don't really know much about the New Mutants comics, so I can't really comment on that. And plus, it's from the same director of Fault in Our Stars, so that also has me intrigued. Let's just hope it sticks to its August date and doesn't move to 2020, but we'll see what happens. Coming in at number 8 will be the film Ad Astra. Now, this is a really interesting sci-fi film. It's directed by James Gray, who also did that Lost City of Z movie, which I know lots of people like that film. I didn't really care for Lost City of Z. But there's a reason why I'm kind of intrigued by this Ad Astra film. I mean, here's what the synopsis is. A man journeys across a lawless solar system to find his missing father, who's a renegade scientist who poses a threat to humanity. That sounds cool. And it also has a decent cast. I mean, the cast in this includes Brad Pitt, Ruth Negga, Tommy Lee Jones, Donna Sutherland, Jamie Kennedy, Kimberly Elise, John Hortz, Lisa Gay Hamilton, and a few other people. The synopsis sounds pretty decent. And the film was originally supposed to come out in January of 2019, but they moved it to May, so looks like we got to wait a little longer. I think this could be something pretty cool. And Brad Pitt in a sci-fi movie, sign me up there. That could be probably interesting to watch. Coming in at number 7 will be the film Stuber. Now, this film stars the likes of Dave Bautista and Kumail Nanjiani. Now, it doesn't have like a full-on synopsis. From what I understand, is like Dave Bautista plays a detective who who pretty much hires his Uber driver to go on like a mission with him. It sounds like it'd be pretty interesting. Now, I don't really know a whole lot about this film. That's the only synopsis that I really got from it. But you know what? It has Dave Bautista and Kumail Nanjiani. Having them team up together piques my interest. You even have Betty Gilpin from who's amazing on Glow. She's in this. It's also from the same director of the movie Goon, that film with Sean William Scott. It's from the same director of that. That has me intrigued. I think Stuber could be kind of a surprise hit, like maybe a sleeper hit of the summer, because it comes out in July. So, yeah, caught me intrigued with there. And it also sounds like Taxi, but with an Uber instead of a taxi. All right, coming in at number 6 will be Alita Battle Angel. Now, this movie also got pushed around a little. At first, Alita Battle Angel was supposed to come out this past July. Then it was originally supposed to come out on December 21st. And, but it actually ended up being smarter than both Warner Brothers and Paramount. So they, moved it to February. I gotta say, Alita Battle Angel looks fun. I mean, I really like the effects that's used in this. Ooh. Sorry. Anyway, it's directed by Robert Rodriguez, who I really quite enjoy. I really like Robert Rodriguez's work. And it's produced by James Cameron, whose work that I've always enjoyed. It also has a solid cast that includes Rosa Salazar, Christoph Waltz, Mahershala Ali, Jennifer Connelly's in this. Some really good actors are featured in this, so that has me intrigued. The story seems interesting, and I mean the character of Alita actually looks cool. I admit those eyes do look a little creepy, but it looks decent. So yeah, I'm really curious in this Alita Battle Angel film. Yeah, I've also been digging everything I see from this. I mean, the trailers have looked cool. The effects looks cool. So sign me up. Coming in at number 5 will be the film Ford versus Ferrari. Now, this is actually not going to be the official title, but I'm just going to call it Ford versus Ferrari right now. It's actually a film about the battle between the famous creations of the Ford and Ferrari cars. This stars Christian Bale and Matt Damon, and it's directed by James Mangold, who of course is no stranger to working movies for Fox. He recently did Logan. So that has me intrigued. The story sounds pretty cool. I mean, a story like this, I'm a sucker for true story events, so that has me interested in this. I think this could be something that could be pretty interesting. Now, Ford versus Ferrari will come out in June, so, and I'm really curious to see if Christian Bale is like going to have any prostate or like any body body transformation, or because poor Christian Bale. I mean, that guy goes through crazy body transformation. I mean, he's in that new. He's playing Dick Cheney in that film, and that guy needs to take it easy, man. But anyway, coming in at number 4 is Kingsman 3. Now, I really like the first two Kingsmen, and I'm a little cautious with the new Kingsman because Taron Egerton isn't returning, Matthew Vaughn's returning, so that has me. So that I'm okay with. But Taron Egerton not returning as Exit, that's a little disappointing. But we're getting some newer players like Ralph Fiennes is supposed to be in this. Harrison Dickinson, who was in that Darkest Minds films. You even have Dan Brule. He's supposed to appear in this. A few other good actors are supposed to appear. So, I don't know. I'm really interested in it, but I'm just a little cautious with it, I hope it's a good one because, I've dug the first two Kingsmen. So hopefully the new one is out. From what I understand, it's supposed to be a prequel instead of an actual third one. But we'll see how good it does, and we'll see how good it is. And all right, coming in at number 3 will be the film Jojo Rabbit. Now, this film is directed by Thor Ragnarok director Taika Waititi. And it's, Taika Waititi stars as the role of Hitler. And from what I've understand, I don't really know a whole lot about it. But from what I've said, it's supposed to be like a World War II satire. It's actually supposed to be like a dark comic also. And it's also like based on a book, and it stars the likes of Scott Johansson, Sam Rockwell, Thomasin McKenzie, who was amazing in Leave No Trace. But I'm really curious to see how good Taika Waititi would do as Hitler. That guy is awesome. I mean, whether you talk about What We Do in the Shadows, Thor Ragnarok, I can't wait to see what he'll do with Jojo Rabbit. Coming in at number 2 is another X-Men film, and that would be Dark Phoenix. Now, this is being directed by Simon Kinberg. That has me a little cautious because he's never directed anything before, so yeah. But it's pretty cool that they got Sophie Turner back to play Jean Grey. Sophie Turner in the last X-Men film, the last X-Men, which was X-Men Apocalypse, they didn't really give much of the young characters to do, Like Jennifer Lawrence had more of a bigger presence, which I like Jennifer Lawrence, and she's good as Mystique. But I'm like, you got these newer characters, give them some more screen time, But I think it's because Jennifer Lawrence is kind of the bigger star out of Sophie Turner, though. But I mean, let's be for real. People seen Game of Thrones, they probably know who Sophie Turner is. So hopefully this could be Sophie Turner's big breaking point because she's done stuff here and there, but she hasn't had that big breakout movie role yet. She had parts in Barry Lethal and of course Apocalypse. But I'm hoping this is kind of going to be Sophie Turner's breakout film. Of course, she's best known for playing one of the Stark sisters on Game of Thrones. And Game of Thrones, it's ending next year, so it'll be interesting how good her movie career will be after, Game of Thrones end. And funny enough, her Stark sister and Game of Thrones co-star, Maisie Williams, is in New Mutants. So for all you Game of Thrones fans, we're getting a couple of Game of Thrones actors in the X-Men films. So that's pretty cool. And also in Dark Phoenix, we got Jessica Chastain, who I believe is playing a villain. Can't remember the actual character she's playing, but of course you got Michael Fassbender. James McAvoy is returning as the Professor X. And I don't know if Wolverine will appear, but who knows, crazy things could happen. Now, I believe this is supposed to be the last X-Men film as well. I could be mistaken there, but because of course, the Fox and Disney deal are still most likely going to come true. So we'll see how good this X-Men Dark Phoenix is. Because I really dug that trailer that got released. I thought that looked pretty cool. So, and the film was originally this film also got pushed around a little. I mean, Dark Phoenix was supposed to come out this past November. Then they moved it to February, and then they moved it to June. So hopefully you'll stay on that day. Because I think Dark Phoenix looks like it could be pretty cool. So we'll see how good Dark Phoenix will be. Coming in at number 1 is The Woman in the Window. Now, this film stars an interesting cast. I mean, it stars the likes of Amy Adams, Wyatt Russell, Julianne Moore, Gary Oldman, Brian Tyree Henry. You even have Anthony Mackie in this. It actually sounds like a female Rear Window. Y'all remember the movie Rear Window, the Alfred Hitchcock classic? This sounds like a female version of it. And it's also based on a book, and it's directed by Joe Wright, who directed Gary Oldman to an Oscar for Darkest Hour. Now, in it, Amy Adams plays a woman who lives alone in New York, and she begins to spy on her new neighbor, only to witness a disturbing acts of violence. It's written by Tracy Letts and directed by Joe Wright. Really like the cast in it. Now, this could go to both ways. This could actually end up being an awesome and intense thriller, or it could just end up being a disappointing thriller, like a girl on the train. That it could easily go both ways, but I'm hoping it's good because it has a really cool synopsis. I adore Amy Adams. I think she's awesome. And Woman in the Window will open on in October 4th. So yeah, hopefully this is a pretty good film, Alright, that's pretty much it for my 10 anticipated Fox movies of 2019. Let me do the quick rundown. Number 10, Spies in Disguise. 9, The New Mutants. 8, Ad Astra. 7, Stuber. 6, Alita Battle Angel. 5, Ford vs. Ferrari. 4, Kingsman 3. 3, Jojo Rabbit. 2, Dark Phoenix. 1, The Woman in the Window. Now, there's a few other Fox movies coming out next year. Kid Who Would Be King actually looks pretty decent. The Terminator movie, I believe, said should be from both Fox and Paramount. Let's see. That that Call of the Wild film also comes out next year with Harrison Ford. That's being released by Fox. So yeah, Fox has some interesting stuff to be released next year. Now, of course, Fox Searchlight could easily acquire anything from Sundance, and also there's probably going to be other Fox Searchlight movies coming out next year. Oh, The Aftermath also comes out, the Keira Knightley film. So yeah, really curious to see what other Fox movies is still going to get released next year. But let me leave it to you guys. What are your favorite Fox movies? What are your anticipated? Sorry about that. What are your anticipated Fox movies of 2019? Drop a comment below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for more notifications. This here is Thomas L. signing off.